Hey everyone, what we're going to do today is a crappie jig, one that I call the Pink Lady, real easy, simple tie. In the vise we have a 1/16 ounce Freestyle head with a number 4 Victory 11-149 sickle style hook. The color is pink pearl, and we're going to start this one off with a little bit of white 140 denier flat wax nylon. You could use 210. I like the 140, and sometimes 70 I'll use, depending on what type of crappie jig it is, or panfish in general. If you wanted to, if you're going to tie bass jigs and crappie jigs, you can get away with using just plain 210 or just 140 if you wanted to. I use, like I said, 3 different ones. I use 70 denier, 140, and 210. But you can get away with just having one of those. 70 won't work with the bass jigs. It's a little too light, but the 140 will. So what I did is just wrap down to the point. This is going to be a real easy deal. This is a pink feather. We just cut the tip off of a pink neck hackle. And I cut these 2 inches and I lay it right against the head. That's how I get my distance. I always just eyeballed them, but then I thought, I'm going to measure this and see. And that's what it comes out to, about 2 inches. And I'm just making sure I get it, that it stays straight on the back. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, our tip is tied in. We're going to take our flash. I'm not even putting V's on here because I want this a little thin in the back. Because the color is bright, it sticks out, so I don't really need the V's, and that's because I only had a few feathers the first time I tied this, and I did it this way, and it worked just fine. Pink pearl crystal flash, 1 strand cut in half, and I make them right about the same length as the tail. Couple securing wraps. Fold it over. There's one side. Same thing with the other side. I like this pink pearl flash. You get a lot of reflection from it, but it's not, you can use a lot of it and it doesn't overpower anything, sort of like the way polar flash works. I like it. Kind of a subtle color. You would think it would be pretty bright, but it's like I said, it's pink pearl, so it's really not a very standout type of pink. Now, this is fluorescent pink, medium-sized pearl chenille. I'm just going to strip some of the fibers off the end so I could tie it in by the core. Not all the way up to the head. We're going to stop just a little bit shy. That's because the way this pearl chenille is. Cactus chenille works. Smaller Estaz works. I like to move them fibers back as I'm wrapping this. That looks pretty good. I'll tie it off there. Snip. Now this next part is optional. You don't have to do it. I like it because it just works with this color. And that's, we're going to add a piece of black hackle. This is black saddle hackle. Neck hackle will work. And I just tie it in by the tip. The front and behind. Pull these fibers back a little bit. And we're going to make a little collar. That looks pretty good. I have one little piece that's hanging up there, and it's catching my thread on the hook eye. There we go. Got to be careful not to cut the fibers off. I wet my fingers and pull that back to make the collar. Not a big collar, and we're not using a lot of wraps here. The same thing with the whip finish. We're not going to put a ton of whip finish in here. Got to find it. Must have had a bad wrap there because that one little piece just doesn't want to lay flat for me. Oh well. Two, three, four. Cinch it. One, two, three, four. Cinch it tight. And now we're going to take our cuticle trimmers with this 140 deniers. Really is nice for this. That way I don't have to worry about clipping any of the little barbs on the feather on our collar. Some Loon water-based head cement. And we just dip it in here with our bodkin. And work it around. And that is done. I'll show you what we have here. We'll get our little clamp. It's looking like orangey, but it's not. It's pink pearl. That is our Pink Lady Crappie jig. Nice stained watercolor. I know a lot of guys like pink. I use these colors. I prefer to go more natural, but I do have some bright patterns, and this is one of them. The Pink Lady. Give it a shot and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.